Hey, and welcome to this new stream from Hadith Tech, 1 hour of open source. So today we will just try to close what we started yesterday with the debug that we were doing, and then we will have a review of the week that we have done, and then we would see what we are doing. So to get started, I will share my screen. Here's the screen. Where is it? I'm just running the code that I was checking yesterday, which is the use router hook, which was suggested by Nick Tyler to use that instead of using the use effect. So we could just set the PR URL by using this function. And here we could go and check this and see how things will go work for us. We need to go with feed new equal true PR URL. Yeah, so this is the link that we need to access to get this information here, and we will see that because like yesterday when we were debugging it, it was working somehow, but it didn't work, so it was confusing to see how it worked. Hmm. Okay, while we are waiting this to be loaded, we could go and check what we have done this week. So if we go with the issues, I opened an issue yesterday for the stream templates, but I didn't write an issue about what we did yesterday. So let's just go with that right now. So yesterday, I think it was the 8th day, yeah, and it was 12/11/2023. So yesterday, the main goal was working with Ola on the biodrop issue. Let's go and open get the issue link. What was it? Biodrop issues. I think this one. Yeah, so this is it. And here on the profile image issue, here we have the issue. Then we could just go and check the opening graph pull request by looking at the opening PR from open source repo. Yeah, I think that's what we did. The related. Yeah, so that's the related work yesterday. So here we have this as the output. We had met with Eddie, get the emoji working, Ola and Eddie. The thing is that I had a meet with Ola before, so we had already talked on space in X one time. So yeah, and then get the emoji working on Biodrop. As the learning outcome yesterday, I think the port forwarding was super awesome, which is the thing that we did, that Ola did when he was showing me how to run the file that they are using in another place. So yeah, that's it for yesterday. For today, let's just have a new template, which is 9, 12/11/23. The goal is having a review of the previous streams Yeah, so the main goal today, so just like I will just have a review. Will I do anything else? This is the main goal, and we will see how the things will work for us today. I'm just changing this date. Yeah, so I think that's it. Okay, so let's go to here and see how this function is working. So the function is working. I just need to get this. Why we didn't get like the link here? Let me just check this. Open inspect. And refresh that page. So we could get the inspect stuff. Hmm. These two codes that I'm expecting to have the PR URL working for it, but like, let's check the documentation again for user router. Hmm. Router reload. What is the life cycle of that? I think there was something related to React hooks life cycle diagram that would be awesome to check. So here we have the URL undefined again. Let me see if we could add yet to watch. Yeah. So here we could add PR URL. It's undefined, still undefined. Do we have the conditional? No, we don't have a conditional one here. Let's see if we have a conditional breakpoint for DevTools in Chrome. Because like I know in Visual Studio Code they have something that where you set the condition and when you meet that condition it will work. Or maybe we already have the if statement, so yeah. I see it never get hmm. Never get the PR URL, but like yesterday it worked on, so it was confusing. Okay. Let's go back to the diagram that we are checking for the React hooks. Here we are seeing the React diagrams. So I would like to see where is the use router is working or what is the main thing here. So if you are watching today, you just like Maybe you could write in the chat where are you watching from, and to see you. Hmm. In the diagram, we don't see the use router. Um, let's just like go with use router and see where is it. Do you have a diagram here? No. Okay. Let's just like get back to the main. Okay, so we are just checking the main documentation if they have anything related to use router, but they don't have it here. So for our issue, let's get back to this one. Yeah, we are always getting the PRURL empty, which is what um which I expected it to always be able to get the URL from here. But like, is it because of the wait, query? Yeah, so it's okay. So we have this issue because of the spelling error that we are having. So I am using here. Yeah, okay. So just like the spelling error. So if that was what's happening for like the last 10 minutes and 30 minutes yesterday, it was like almost 40 minutes of an issue for just like the error, the spelling, which is kind of annoying to be honest. And that means we need to be more careful with our spelling and the information that we are having. So for those who are joined us today, we are checking the. Let's go to here, open source. So there's this PR that I have opened few days ago on the open source app repository, where I have added the support of getting URL parameters and parsing them in the new insight function that we are having in the website. So after a few days, we get like a review from Nick Tyler, which he suggested to, um, let me find that, to use hooks instead of using the default uh, JavaScript code. So right now I'm just checking, implementing this suggestion and going with that. So here is what he is suggesting, and here what we are having right now. I think it will run. Yeah, so we have the URL right now and it's working, but like, let's wait for the set highlight. Wait, let's disable this one. Okay, so I got like too much renders. Is it because of set highlight? Yeah, I think because it's because of set highlight. Hmm. So if we have the URL here, I could. Where is set highlight link? Let's check that. Um, we are using it as a state. So I could, but like, okay. too many renders because of the React hook. Let's check that. And in Stack Overflow, they are saying because okay, let's go and check the code here. So he is having a stack bar in order to display message whenever he user sign in, and here is their code. Then sign in form container code. After that, he is using use state hooks, and he's asking about the rendering issue. And we have an answer here which is like suggesting that using something related to default for the variant, which is easy getting it from here. So maybe for us, let's just refresh here. We could go and have the PR URL and the definition itself. Hmm. Where is the set highlight? Okay, we need to declare it first. So we need to get this up. I'm not sure if this is like the best practice here. So here we have declared it first, then we are using it. Hmm. Yeah, we still have the too many. Wait, I will just close the development environment that we are having so I don't get anything from previous rendering, and I will just rerun that code again, and you will see what's going on. So yeah, we are waiting. I think it's compiled, so we could just refresh the page right now and see what we are having. If we get stuck with this, we could just like ask Nick in the comments directly and see what they are suggesting for this. Then we could get back to the review and see what we have done this week. So if you are watching for the first time, again, I would just like, we are working on an issue related to the params with open sourced app repository, and we are just trying to change the function to use router because of the suggestion from Nick, and we are implementing that right now. If you are watching right now, it would be great to tell us what is your favorite food and have a short like and write that in the information in the chat to see what's your favorite food. So yeah, I think we could just like close this. We get the same issue, which is like too much rendering, too many rendering. And do we have to use effects here? Yeah, we have multiple use effect functions. That's interesting. Okay. I'm just like checking where we are using the highlight link so I could get an idea about the work we are having here. We have used it in 48 places. Okay. Here we have value, which is like having it as highlight. But like even if I change this value, I think it will not be used because we are using the highlight itself. Hmm. Okay. Did I run the use? Okay, I think. Wait, I think I had this wrong before. Just like let me close this one. And here I have the PR URL. And here we have the PR URL. If not, we have some empty state. And we could just like refresh this page and see what you are doing. Okay, so while we are waiting for this one to run, because we are waiting our my PC, yeah, so it's run everything here, and we see there's nothing in that we need. Okay, while we are waiting for this one, I think this need a refactor, by the way. The using of multiplay effect. Why I'm using regular? Okay, so the using of multiplay effects here is kind of weird. What I could do is to open an issue for refactoring this part of the code and see a senior engineer if they are suggesting that or not. So this is inside the highlight input form and at the same time inside contributor highlight card. Hmm, we didn't get, yeah, we didn't, yeah, I think those two components are kind of identical with each one. Yeah, I think those two components are identical and they are using the same logic. So if we do it in one of them, we need to do it in the other. So let's go to window like large screens and run the code again. It might be that the issue. Hmm, we didn't have anything. Okay. So when should I update? Okay, let's go and check Google Update State with use router. React use router query update state. Let me see if there is anything. Yeah, so here they are asking to how to get a state from URL. And they are suggesting to use effect in this answer, but like uh, maybe we could just like go and use the previous logic. We didn't use this one. Okay, I'm just like closing this and running it again. Okay, Let's check the code that we are having here. While we are waiting for that, let's just go and open an issue for refactoring this area of the code, which I think could be a bug. Let's go refactor the input card and form. So I'm just like giving some context for this one while working on what is the issue name? Param. Add params handling for new PRL. No, what was add params handling for new PRL? Yeah, this one. While working on this, I noticed that we have two issues here. One, let's go and tell that in the highlight input form, well, I'm just like taking the component that we are having here as multiply use effect function. Shouldn't we have the logic in one function? And then the second part is that I think that component is identical to, or let's say has similarity with contributor highlight, contributor highlight card. We don't have anything reckless here, and we just submit the issue. Let's see the code that we are expecting it to run. Yeah, so we are having too many renders again. Okay, let's just go with asking for help. I'm just like, mm, we got, I think, yeah, we got an automated comment for that. So the help that I am asking for is, um, one, why would you suggest the use router? Two is that when I am using the use router outside, mm, let's go and get part of the code. So this is like use router outside which function the use effect gives me too many rendering error. How could I solve that? I just like usually I would go with an unending rabbit hole for this one where I could understand the issue and Google it, but like sometimes we could ask for help. Hmm. It shouldn't be bash, but like whatever. Here is the code. So let's check that. Okay. Could I check this in one of the use effects, by the way? Hmm. Where did I delete this? Okay, so we have multiple use effects, by the way, because like each one of them are checking different variable. I will just like go with the edits that I had. So I deleted them from the target repo search term. Target repo search term. Why did I add them here? Okay, let me check the use effects that we are having in this function. So here we have is from OpenMobile, and here we have the document handling mouse down. Hmm. Here we are checking if it's mobile or not. I think we could combine this with the previous use effect. This from OpenMobile. So here we are having for mobile, we are checking the empty use effect. I'm just get curious if we have used the same logic for this one as well. Why did we have similarity with the card, by the way? Here we have the API. I'm just like checking something else right now, which is like how many times do you have used API GitHub API? Hmm, I have it used a couple of times here. Okay, I think I could just like go with having asking for help right now, which is like this is not moving anywhere. Hmm. Let's just review that. Mm, and let me check the issue that I opened. I think I might close it because the multiplayer one we cannot. Yeah, we cannot like have this one merged. So I would just like cross this. What is this? The name of, is it like setup up? No, what I was searching for, the set triple tax against its stuff. Let's just search it in the code. So here we have it in the use effect. We have that in the same use effect. We have window if it's undefined. In the contributor, we are fetching reports with tag search name. Here we are, yeah. So what's the difference between those two? Here's the contributor. Here is the, I need the highlight one. We don't have the full, yeah, we don't have everything the same here, but like we have some similarity. I think this kind of similarity could be moved to utils so we could use the same functions without writing them again and again. But like, this is like happening because of the search that we have here. So I think that we could have search as a different component and we get the logic of that search component in both of those. I just like writing my finding. Uh, I will. I could check that later, so we could see what's going on with this. So right now, the function that I was expecting to work didn't work because I don't know why. And all what I could do is just like ask for help about this PR URL. Hmm, it shouldn't be in the tagged. Let's see. Which pub over they are talking about? Is it okay? So as for those to highlight, it's yeah, it's our main component here, and we have it here as well. So it's the main component. I think the popover they mentioned in the use effect. Popover content. This is the hmm calendar popover. We have two calendar popovers. Yeah, so I think this is like for the calendar one. Like when we have an empty array for use effect, does it work always? Empty use effect react. Let's go with the main new one. Empty array. So this only run after the initial render, and this run whenever change in arrays. And if we don't have anything, it will run re-render always. So I think I could check this one. I could add the PR URL in one of those rendering stuff. Is it this? Hmm. Provider token logged in user? No. Here's the first one. I think we could have this run after the first render, and we could debug it as well. Just refresh and see what's going on. So it worked, and we don't have anything in the URL. It worked again. We don't have anything again. And yeah, so in the first render, it didn't get like the information from use effect, but like, hmm, how does it? When it was rendered, didn't we have all of this run? Because like this is the input form, so I would expect the render like to get. I would expect the router to work after the first render. Yeah, or should you run it? So for this is like when the link changed. So there is like when we change this one, we will have this, which is like not what I want. Use effect, and this is like when tagged search was not working. I think we could have it here because this effect is changing when we are getting token and loading user. Um, so if we have the user, we might have the URL information. Here we see that's working for the debugger, and it's not, it's empty. Yeah, even if we got that user, we didn't get this one. So I think we could then have a use effect that hmm yeah, we could have a use effect that when the PR URL for us is changing, then we could set the highlight, and this will let this stuff work for us. Why didn't I think about it before? So here we are checking. So okay, so whenever anything change, but like at this time it will be kind of weird for that. Here we are having the PRURL. Don't need this anymore. So as you can see, PRURL changed, so it's changing it. Wait, we don't need this one. Let's just go. Okay, this cannot read of, and it shouldn't be undefined. So this is like just saying if it's undefined, it will just return. If not, it will get this for us. But like, I would prefer to go with mm, converting this to normal. If PRURL, then set it here. Is the UI broken? Wait. So this makes the work for us that we are expecting. What we could do is to push for it. Before doing that, we need to let me check the app. Pencil is inside. Here, I think it's working. So yeah, I will just like push this and ask for review. Here we have highlights. It's not broken. Okay, why it was broken in that? I think it could be the version. Yeah, this could be like an old version, or we get like some batch update for the new one. So just like format my code, then push it. And get Nick Tyler opinion about that. 80M0 Rajab. Not this one. Why I am doing a search instead of like using the filters? In filters, you can use check your issues, your pull request, and get the stuff that you are working on, so you could see what you have. Here, we could just like go. I would just like explain what I have done here. Um, no, I think I need to have this FPR URL, then set highlight. If not, nothing will happen. But just like format again to make it sure that we don't have any issue in the formatting. Then I think we could warp up with today's stream. Sure. So I could just add this and push it to the cloud or to GitHub so that I could share the information of it. When did we have that pre-commit? Was it git add? Mm, why I can't have this committed? I'm not sure what's happening right now because I am on this one. So yesterday I have updated the loop and nothing gets broken. But like getting or committing the new changes is making the error here, which is kind of first time for me. Hmm. Okay, so I think I need to fix these errors here. Where are they? These ones. So here they are saying next. Okay, so next router import should occur before import of button. Import button. So the next router import, which is this, should be before. Yeah, so I think it should be at the beginning with the use effect. And let's check the other warnings and solve them by the way. React use effect has a missing dependency. Either include or remove the dependency. Wait, didn't I have that in terminal here? Yeah, so this one. This is missing. Fetch all. Either include it or remove the dependency. So we should either add it here. Fetch all user highlights. Why should you have it here? No. So React host has a missing dependency. This one, which either include it or remove it. Fetch all user highlights. Why it's suggesting that fetch all user highlights? That's a bit odd of suggestion, but like, okay. Let's just like go with the commit change and check this stuff later. Here we have the highlight link and they are saying we are missing the handle generate highlight and target replaced. I think target replaced could be okay. Like, why do we have the handle generate highlight summary? Yeah, we have this function here. Okay. So here what we are having right now. Get this one. Hmm. Yeah, so I think this like could call it a day today, and we could request review from Nick Tyler, and yeah. So let's close what I have opened. I need this one, and I could close those. So okay, to go with what we have done this week, this is like the ninth day of 1 hour of open source. Uh, I started that with just like a simple work on the extension where we have looked at what we could do and we added the view of open source. Then we had like worked on the components project and we populated the new link, which is like what we are working on right now, which and we had that issue. Then we worked on the PR and we had like a great talk with Nick Tyler after that, and we have hosted him with us. For yesterday, we had a talk with Ola Budi and had Eddie who joined the live stream for a short time, and we talked in short about the project that they are doing. And the seventh day, I had worked on two PRs for the reviewed the PRs for the OpenAI extension, and the day before that, I had refactored some code for the AI extension. And that was the short summary of this week. And hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow on another stream and work together in another project. So, thank you for you and for watching today, and hope you to have a great time and enjoy your time. See ya.